to people. That's common law. The courts are operating in Article 1 under admiralty jurisdiction, and we talked about admiralty jurisdiction yesterday, which is the law of the sea. But the law of the sea has now become the law of the land also, okay, which is admiralty maritime law, people. You have to understand you guys were born in a body of water, okay? You know, remember, you didn't come out until your mother's water broke, okay? So just as a vessel does in the sea when it drops its anchor, well, when your mother water broke, she dropped the anchor, which is you. You're the vessel, okay? You have to understand you were born in a body of water, which places you under admiralty maritime jurisdiction. And this is how they get you guys, all right? Every ship is named after what? It's named after a woman, people. You came out of what? A woman, okay? You came out of her birth canal. Ship comes through the canal. All the way down to the fake fiat currency which you guys use, okay? Currency. What is the water, people? Current, which is currency. You have to understand, people, this whole system is ran on admiralty maritime jurisdiction, okay? And everything is about jurisdictional rights. So you have to understand this is how they get in the upper hand over you guys, because everything is based on jurisdiction. Do you have jurisdiction or do you not? There's two types of jurisdiction. You have personal jurisdiction, and then you have subject matter jurisdiction. You guys got to know these things. That's why the High Creator says, study to show thyself approved. He also said, Hosea 4:6, lack of knowledge will be the demise of my people. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, he said, I will also reject you. If thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. You guys are the children. The courts are operating under Article 1 courts under admiralty jurisdiction. Call it anything you want, but do not call it admiralty. Okay? Admiralty courts, the reason they cannot call it admiralty jurisdiction is that your defense will be quite different in admiralty jurisdiction from the defense under common law. In admiralty, no court has jurisdiction unless there's a valid international contract, people, and dispute. When you know it's admiralty jurisdiction and they have admitted on the record that you are an admiralty court, you can demand that the international maritime contract to which the supposed party in which you supposedly have breached be placed into evidence. And they cannot provide a bona fide claim of that, people, because that bona fide claim is attached under penalty of perjury, which would state on the record that they are committing fraud, okay, against your person. So you have to understand, no court has admiralty maritime jurisdiction unless there's a valid international contract, okay, international maritime contract that has been breached. You have to breach the contract. Remember, I told you, everything is based on contract law. It's like when an officer pull you guys over, right? Officer pull you guys over, and the first thing they ask you for is your license, insurance, and registration. Those are forms of contract, people. In order to have jurisdictional rights over you, they must contract with you first, okay? So once you hand these items over, well, you have now contracted with them, thus place you under their jurisdiction. They're free to go inside your car, tow your car, take your conveyance, because it's not a vehicle, it's your personal conveyance. But they're free to do whatever they want to, because why? You're now under their jurisdiction, which is their authority, okay? So you have to understand what jurisdiction is. Good. It's a little cold out here. Sun's out, but it's cold. So let's see if I can pull up this other one. Here we go. So it says right here, what is common law? The simplest definition for common law is that it's a body of law based on court decisions rather than codes and statutes. So the codes and statutes of which they operate under, okay, is a uniform commercial code. That's why it's important to know the UCC uniform commercial codes. UCC 1-308 is how you reserve all your rights, people. Okay, anytime you sign any document, make sure you, above your name, you sign UCC 1-308, okay, without prejudice. That's how you sign and not become the liable party for all debts incurred. So remember, these people are only here for business, trade, and commerce, which is commercial affairs. Okay? You have to understand, people, this is business. Nothing personal, this is business. And that's why they created commercial affairs, which is a mercantile system. We're pretty much in a let me call it what it is. It's the Matrix, people. Okay? It's the Matrix. How do you free yourself from Matrix? You learn the law. How do you learn the law? You study. You show yourself approved. Okay? Remember, they're not here for your benefit. You have to be here for your benefit. You have to care about you. Why would you put your care in someone else's or your trust in someone else's hands?